Hey y'all, what's happening? Hunter Elliott here at rangehot.com. I do hope everybody is doing well. This evening I am finalizing my review of the Colt M1 EPR, or Enhanced Patrol Rifle, which is essentially the updated Colt M1 Commando. You'll notice the magazine is out. I have locked the bolt to the rear. I have ensured the chamber is empty and the rifle is still pointed in a safe direction, so we know everything is safe to talk about. And I want to take a quick second before we get into the review to send a huge thank you out to my friends at Defender Ammunition, Barnewell Ammunition, Double Tap Ammunition, Hornaday, Sig Sauer, and Corbon for all coming together and sending me 5.56, 223 test ammo of all different weights so I could get this review done right like I wanted to do, and which we did. In that 500 rounds, we did use the supplied Magpul 30 round mag, but also 30 round hex mag, old school Colt 30 round metal mag, and an older school Colt 20 round metal mag. Used all those magazines through the review. The gun run 100%. There were no malfunctions and no misfeeds. Weighs in at 6.2 pounds with this B5 Bravo collapsible stock all the way collapsed in. Your overall length is 27.5 inches. With it all the way out, your overall length is 30.75 inches. So collapsed in like that, 11.5 inch barrel is a small little package. It does have some really nice Magpul Pro flip up sights. You got your elevation adjustment here on the front sight. You got your wind adjustment here on the rear sight. It's a duty type trigger. It's not bad. Has got a little bit of take up, some over travel, and it was breaking clean, just under 7 pounds. So it's what you would expect from a duty type rifle. Coming here to the muzzle, it's just got your standard bird cage type flash hider, which they're not my favorite. At a $1,499 MSRP, I might have would have liked to seen a little bit better muzzle device on this rifle, but I understand why Colt does this, because everybody's got their own favorite muzzle device. You see here, another huge update is the Centurion free float handguard. Factory ambidextrous safety, which I think is fantastic. And here's why. I'm right-handed. I got no problem manipulating the safety on an AR. Most of us are right-handed. But for the lefties, they'll probably appreciate that, but there's also another reason. Ensure the rifle's clear, so I'm gonna run this bolt home. When you're running the gun, it's on safe. You go hot with your thumb like you normally do, sweeping that safety off, boom, 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 whatever. Whenever you gotta go back to safe, you can literally take your trigger finger and manipulate that safety. So standard like this, and then like that. And in my opinion, that's just a little shortcut, a little bit of a cheat to help you manipulate the safety without having to do a lot more moving and grooving when you go to put it on and take it off and that sort of thing. It is a 1-in-7 twist, which is what I would prefer if I'm running this any 5.56 ammo from 55 grain to 77 grain. That 1-in-7 twist is going to stabilize it. Accuracy, we took it out to 100 yards with iron sights. Shot some 3-shot groups from a rest. It was averaging about 2.5, 3 inches, which, you know, for me with irons at 100 yards, I think that was fantastic. And it was pretty consistent throughout the gamut of ammunition and accuracy wise. Now, you know, if you put an optic on it, I'm confident you could shrink those groups down, but I wanted to run the gun like it come. You know what I mean? Now, Colt sells a lot of these rifles to our law enforcement, but something like this that the law enforcement is using to keep us safe, well, you want them to have a good quality tool that is reliable, and I feel like Colt has put that together with this. But for people that are into short barrel rifles, I think this is a fine option for an SBR. Now, I got some AR pistols. I like them fine. But given the choice between shouldering a brace and shouldering a stock, especially a nice stock like this B5 Bravo, I'm going to prefer a stock. I get it. The NFA laws are asinine. They're stupid about pistol grips, SBRs, all that stuff. If I had my way, there wouldn't be such a thing as that. But I don't, so we got to play within the rules, and so that's where I'm at with it. Chad and I, we were out there at the range. I threw this thing in the mud hole a 3 times. Kind of give it a really good mud dip, and then took it back out and ran more ammunition through it. Run 100%, no malfunctions, no misfeeds, which an AR ought to be able to do that. I don't see that as some extraordinary achievement, but as we all know, a lot of them don't. People are probably looking at me and going, $1,500 for an SBR, man, and plus my $200 tax stamp. I get it, it's a lot of money, but y'all know, or I know, and I think we all know, Colt builds damn nice rifles. Now there's a whole bunch out there that look a lot like this. It's going to be a lot cheaper, but it's not so much the outside that you need to be concerned about. It's the inside. Something like this is going to probably fill that role as home defense, self-defense. So like I've always said, if you want to save some money, buy cheap toilet paper, buy cheap paper towels, buy nice guns that you know are going to work, and you pay for that. You pay for that bit of insurance. I want to look at the innards. So I haven't done anything to this rifle at all. I got it, I oiled it, and then we shot it, and I may have managed to get some oil on it again. But one thing that's going to be pretty crucial, and this is a test that you need to do on the regular. So we got holy shit, it is nasty. Anyway, extend the bolt out of the carrier and set it down on the table and balance it. Now that bolt, if those gas rings, you know the gas rings I'm talking about, if the gas rings are like they're supposed to be, that bolt should be able to support its own weight. If you stand it up like that and it falls down and collapses that bolt into what it would be a lock position, then you know you got a gas ring problem. So let's well, I got the bolt out, and I'm gonna take it apart and look at it. Man, this thing is, I might have should have cleaned this before the review, but I mean, bolt carrier group, gas keys, and everybody harps on the staking of the gas key. But yeah, that's very well done. Bear with me here, y'all, while I get the extractor off. It's a file. I got my hands nasty. I can't get it off. Here we go. All right. So everything here with the bolt carrier group and all those little parts and pieces are fine. I can see the hammer, sear, disconnect, all that. Other than being dirty and having a little bit of dirt down in there, the dual feed ramps are fine, which is something also you need to pay close attention to, especially on some rifles with some high mileage. Now, make no mistake, 500 rounds downrange is not high mileage, y'all. But if there was a problem with the gun, especially because I run a can on it about half the time, which increases the fouling, and if you're running that ragged edge of reliability on your AR, and you add a baffle stack type can, more likely it's going to push it over the edge. And so running a can on your gun, if it'll run with a can on it, it'll run. And if there's any problems with it, they'd have shown up by now. The feed ramps look good. So, I mean, what can I say? It's a damn nice rifle from Colt. Suited for absolutely law enforcement duty use, but equally, or maybe more so, suited for your home defense, self-defense capabilities. With it being in such a small package, you can certainly make it easier to wield, doesn't have as much weight, and you're still going to get plenty of accuracy downrange. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, you go from a 16-inch barrel to an 11.5-inch barrel, what are your ballistics like? What's that all about? But fortunately, it was a while back, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll include a link into the written article that's going to be on rangehot.com, where I did a ballistics comparison. I used 7.5-inch, 11.5-inch, and a 16-inch AR, and I shot over the chronograph and into ballistics gel. And I examined not only how many feet per second loss you got per barrel length change, but also how that affected terminal ballistics. Accuracy-wise, 2.5, 3 inches at 100 yards with iron sights. That's what I'm going to shoot with a 16-inch gun anyway, probably. So I've kind of droned on a little bit, but understand that I really want to make sure I did my due diligence with this rifle. I took my time, let a lot of different people shoot it. I got a lot of opinions, and it's a really nice rifle. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions about ARs out there, difficult to use or difficult to shoot. We got a lot of anti-AR people in this world, which is just, I mean, this is America's rifle. It's the most popular rifle. The AR style rifle is the most popular rifle in the country. And in my opinion, which I mean is exactly worth what you paid for it, $0. In my opinion, it is a fine option for home defense, self-defense, something that you would want to keep in your vehicle with you. If you got any questions or comments or feedback, please reach out to me. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, rangehot.com. All those pages and stuff I will link down below into the description, along with a link to the ballistics data and then the written article. So if you got any questions or comments, please comment below. What do you think? You know, I'd also like to get a little bit of feedback on what do you think the difference is between, you know, an SBR and an AR pistol. Is everybody just fine shouldering the AR pistol? Do you think it's that big of a difference? Is it worth the aggravation and hassle to get a $200 tax stamp to get that stock versus a nice pistol brace that you can shoulder? You know, I got my thoughts on it, but what do you think? Anyway, so look here, y'all. I took way enough of your time, but I greatly appreciate all your watching the videos, reading the articles, helping us support the channel and my website. Thank you so much. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Clean your rifles, hunter. I look forward to seeing you at the range.